Hello. Hi, so I am making a smoothie today. This is a quick and dirty video. But I just thought as I'm doing it, I will show you what I'm doing. And actually the kitchen has been tidied, so I can let you in here without getting told off by Dr. Marie Claude. So, okay, so I've got one of these wonderful little Starfrit blenders, which actually are gonna be available for you guys to win this Canada Day. So we're having a draw on Canada Day to win a smoothie maker. So it's actually, it'll make 2 cups of it's a blender, but it's got these cups and they're awesome. Okay, so different types of blenders you can use. We've got this big one, really expensive but very effective. Okay, we've got this little Starfrit which I've started to use. Okay, now let's talk about making a smoothie. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more extension there, so you're not quite so close. You can see a bit more of what's going on. There we go. We're making up as we go along here. So there we go. Crumbs. Crikey, I've given away all my secrets. That's why it's called Behind the Curtain. You get to see how we make these things. So this is a smoothie stick, not smoothie stick, this is a selfie stick. And today, because we're making a video of a smoothie, it's a smoothie stick. Okay, so I'm about to disappear out. I've got to adjust somebody or something. But anyway, that's something else. So you start with a base. The base is going to be a liquid of some sort. Okay, you can use water. When you read the recipes, they talk about milk and yogurt. I actually prefer to use almond milk just because it is not dairy. I use a little bit of dairy, but let's remember dairy is designed to feed a 400-pound cow. So if we use it as a big component of our nutrition, guess what? We're going to start to move towards the size of a 400-pound cow, or we're going to have allergies or asthmas or mucousy kind of buildup. That's not because there's anything broken in your body. That's because milk is designed to grow a cow. Okay, and it's like I don't go into the fridge and pull out, a bottle of mother's milk to feed, to put on my cornflakes. Which everyone will think is a little bit weird if I had a bottle of mother's milk to put on my cornflakes. However, we get a bottle of cow's mother's milk to put on cornflakes, which to me, wrong species, much weirder. But anyway, so if you use milk as a condiment, so what I tend to do is use juice. It's best to get pressed juice, but obviously if you haven't got that, just whatever you got in the cupboard, depending on what your aim is as well. If you're just making something that tastes good, well, that's one way to do it. If you're looking for a healthful drink, then there's different ways, different ingredients you'll want. I'm just going to show you generically. I'll put almond milk in there, 3/4. I've thrown in a handful of frozen strawberries, which we got in the freezer. There's some spinach going in the top, and you'll think, why spinach going in there? It's full of nutrients, micronutrients, which act as biological catalysts. And you remember from school, catalysts help reactions happen 1,000,000 times plus faster than they otherwise would do. So that's why always making sure we got micronutrients is going to be massively important to raise our energy levels, improve our sleep, make sure that the reactions happening within our body are happening at their optimum, as well of course as chiropractic care. But this, we're talking about nutrition today, which is loving food. Okay, what else can we put in there? If I want to increase the protein content, because almond milk, despite what you're told, doesn't have much protein at all, has merely 1%. Okay, whereas an egg has 13% protein content in. This stuff here is pea protein powder. This is my thing. It isn't a fancy branded name. I actually get this from Bulk Barn. You can buy it direct there. Okay, the stuff, this protein powder is more inexpensive than the branded powders you'll get, and this was very good. 75% of it is protein. Okay, so from this pea powder, 75% protein. So I'm going to put a little spoonful in there, just in the top. This is just a quick to-go cup that I'm making because I need to be somewhere and I'm a bit hungry, and I'm actually on a bit of a health kick at the moment. I'm on a 90-day challenge, which includes exercise and looking after food and moving. Okay, and I will be bringing a challenge to you guys very soon. It's going to be a press-up challenge, a push-up challenge. I've been looking to get a push-up challenge going for a couple of months, and it's going to happen within the next week. All right, so anyway, I've got everything in there. I'm going to put the lid on now. So these ones have these lids here. It's a blender lid, goes on the top, screws it on. I'm going to stand you up so you can watch. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, need my hands. Where is it? Where's the blender? There it is. My cameraman is awesome. Okay, it's not going to zoom in, so you have to make do that. You'll see me from a distance. Okay, so I screw in the lid. Obviously make sure it's not going to leak. I put the fluid in first, and then the fresh ingredients, and then it's meant to be the frozen ingredients and the powder and that sort of thing at the top. Don't put the powder at the bottom in first because it's going to clag up. Okay, and there's a lock at the front, and there's a little image to go with it. There it is there. Okay, so we locked in there. Give it a little blend, give it a little blend. As the strawberries getting mixed up, and there are lots of other things that you can add. You can add cocoa powder, peanut butter, oats to give it a little bit of grittiness and a little bit of fiber. What is that? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water because I want to thin it down a bit. Give it another zip. And as I said, I don't know if you heard me, but there's lots of other admixtures you can put in. A little bit of maple syrup if you fancy. I tend to use that over sugar just because it's got more nutritional value. And I tend to make mine generally for health, although occasionally I make them for fun. Even my kids make them for health, which is kind of bizarre, but good. I'm happy with that. And this is the really cool thing about this blending pack. Okay, I take off that blender top, and I put on the cup top, and I can either put that in the fridge and probably keep it for a day if it's fresh ingredients. If it's kind of concentrated ingredients that have had a lot of the nutrients taken out, then I can keep it for longer. So that's good to go. That's good to go in the fridge. I can make a couple of those at a time, and I'm good for a couple of days. Okay, so I hope that has been of interest. If it is, give it a like down below, share it with some friends, and keep an eye out for the upcoming smoothie recipes ready for the summer. Nice.